I would like to shout out Caressa Midnight for sending me this. And let me tell you something right now. I called it. I called it. As much as I have been talking about this story involving Nexium and Keith Raniere and Allison Mack and all the other people that were involved in that sex cult, I said this thing plays out like a Lifetime movie. And look at the headline. Lifetime's Nexium sex cult movie cast roles of Allison Mack. Now let me remind you, Keith Raniere was just sentenced about 2 to 3 weeks ago. That was the last update that I had did on that story. Allison Mack, to my knowledge, has yet to be sentenced for her role in this crime, because that's what it was. It was indeed a crime. Now, these are the two actors right here that they have cast so far to play Keith Raniere and Allison Mack. I will say this. They did a good job on the casting because they do look like the actual people that they will be portraying. Now, I'm not too familiar with the actress, but I am familiar with the actor. That guy, his name is Peter Fasinelli. He was a very popular actor back in the 90s. I remember him in this movie that came out in the 90s called Can't Hardly Wait. And he was also on this show that was very short-lived called Fastlane that starred also Bill Bellamy, and Tiffany Thiessen, who, if you don't know who she is, she played Kelly on Saved by the Bell. I know I'm showing my age here. He's also done some other films since then and everything like that, but he never really blew up like they probably wanted him to. But I will say this, like I said, the casting is on point. Now, I highly doubt I would even entertain this film, considering that I have been talking about this story for months. I felt like I was a part of this case. I felt like I was there. So to actually see that play out in real time, who knows? But see, also too, will this movie actually capture everything that happened involving this? Something tells me it won't, because it's being put on a cable network. Now, if they made this movie for, say, Netflix, then it's a very good possibility they would have went all in. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're only going to touch on it without going too far or going too grotesque with it, which is another reason why I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work. But this was very fast. Like I said, Keith Raniere was just sentenced 2 to 3 weeks ago. And already they got a movie lined up to talk about this. They've already casted their two main characters, which means filming, production has started and filming will be right around the corner. And I predict that this movie is probably going to come out sometime in the beginning of 2020. Because, you got to shoot, you got to edit, post-production, all of that stuff. Even for a network television movie, they still have to do the same common procedures as if it was a big screen movie, but just not as much because it's on a smaller scale. But like I said, I don't think that this movie is going to capture everything that happened. They're going to touch on it. They're going to probably focus a lot more on the case side of it. I predict they might do flashback type of things. I'm not sure. But like I said, if they really want to go all in, they would have put this on Netflix. Like what they did with When They See Us. Like they went all the way in with that particular miniseries, which to this day, after it being over a month of me since I watched it, it's still like in my head. I can still see the film playing out in my head, the miniseries playing out in my head right now. But yeah, like I said, that was fast. They didn't waste no time. Lifetime is like, look, we're going to hop right onto this. And let's not forget, Lifetime is owned by the mouse, aka Disney. Whenever they see a cash grab, they're going to get it. After all, look at all the companies that Disney owns. They're pretty much a conglomerate at this point. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.